So there was a recent study done observing the popularity of politicians, of course, in South Africa. So the number one politician who's the most popular is President Cyril Ramaphosa. Number two was President Jacob Zuma. Number three, it was John Steenhuisen. Number four, it was Mr. Gayton Mchenzie. Number five was Julius Malema, and then on and on and on and on. So, number one, most popular, most loved, most relevant politician in South Africa is the president, and Mr. Cyril Ramaphosa. Do you guys agree with that study? Do you think that study was just done as propaganda? Do you think that study is true? Because how is it true that the most liked and most relevant politician in South Africa is the president, Cyril Ramaphosa? Look at the numbers when he speaks on interviews. They don't get much engagement. They don't get much support. Yeah, because he's a president, yeah, some people will watch. But people are not interested in him. He's not interesting. They don't care about what he says. Just look at the videos, the way he's speaking. They don't get views. They don't get the podcast, the interviews. People don't watch them. People don't care what he has to say. Look at the addresses, state of addresses where he's addressing the nation. People don't watch. People don't care. But how is he the most relevant? How is he the most liked? Come on, he's the most hated. He's the most hated. He took the ANC from 56% to 40%. And he's the most liked. Come on, man. Number two, of course, President Jacob Zuma. He deserves it. He deserves it. Let's be honest. President Jacob Zuma deserves to be, I think he deserves to be number one. The most liked and the most relevant politician currently, as we speak, in South Africa. Because of the moves the MK party is making, because as him, as a person, people are supporting him, and people have always been supporting him. So I believe he should be number one. Okay? So I don't have much to say about that. Number three, John Steenhuisen. John Steenhuisen is more popular than Gayton Mchenzie. John Steenhuisen is more popular than Julius Malema. John Steenhuisen. Like who cares what John Steenhuisen has to say? Like, people don't watch him. They don't care. He's not interesting. Even his interview, comparing his interview at Mchenzie podcast to the interview of the CIC, Mchenzie podcast. Just put them like this and just look at the two interviews. Okay, they're old interviews. Look at recent interviews where they interviewed John Steenhuisen, and look at the recent interviews where they interview Julius Malema. Which one has the most views? Which one people are engaged more? Which one causes a trending? Which one causes trends for weeks? People talk about it, talk about the things that have been said in the interview. It's Julius Malema. So I don't think Steenhuisen is more popular than Gayton Mchenzie, because yeah, as much as I disagree with Mr. Gayton Mchenzie about a few things, Mr. Gayton Mchenzie is very popular. He's very popular. People they engage with him, and it's been popular even way before elections because of the Foreigners Must Go Abahambe, because he made it interesting, that movement. Foreigners must go. Like, it was interesting what he was doing. So people were gravitating towards him. They believed he's gonna finally change foreigners. So he still has that popularity, and him being the minister, it gives him an upper hand to have that popularity, because now he's in government. Now he can do 1, 2, 3. He can go out, take pictures with people, act like he's doing something. He can at least do something now with his popularity. So his popularity is only gonna advance. He's even the Minister of Sports and Art and Culture. So he has the popularity. He can post about rugby, he's gonna get traction. He's gonna post about soccer, he's gonna get traction. He can post about any sport, any cultural things happening. He can go to events of sports, art, and culture. People love sports. People love cultural things. So his popularity, yeah. But I still don't believe he's more popular than Julius Malema. Look at his interviews. Look at the engagement Julius Malema gets compared to Mr. Gayton Mchenzie. Let's put political differences aside. Critically so, logically. Have you seen the views of the interviews of Julius Malema compared to the views of the interviews of Gayton Mchenzie? Who gets more views? Who is more popular? Who are people more eager to listen to? Who are people gravitating towards? What message are people, what message is causing political discussions in South Africa? Who is shaping the political discourse in South Africa between the two? Mr. Gayton Mchenzie can speak about foreigners must go abahambi. Yeah, he's gonna get succeed, but only when he speaks about that. There's no other things he can say for him to get popularity. Julius Malema can say plenty of things, you know, and he'll still trend. He'll still get popularity. Gayton Mchenzie doesn't get popularity if he doesn't speak about foreigners. You can even interrogate him on his current Twitter account when he speaks about other things, posting random things, things regarding his sports. People don't engage that much. But they didn't speak about foreigners must go. They are going to engage. So that's the only upper hand he has, you know, for his popularity. But I'm not saying he's not popular. He's very popular, I agree. I just don't think he's more popular than Julius Malema. I don't think people are gravitating towards him more than they're gravitating towards Julius Malema. Before elections, people thought he's the popular one, and Julius Malema is not. And then Julius Malema begged 9% for the EFF. Gayton Mchenzie begged 2%, not even a quarter of what the EFF got. But he was the popular one. Come on, he's not. He's not. But he's popular, but not popular. So, to create my own list, my own personal list, even adding new names, I would say number one, of course, President Jacob Zuma. Most popular guy, most relevant, most trending guy in South Africa. Number two, of course, the CIC, Julius Malema. Number three, this is going to be very unpopular, but I believe number three is Panyaza Lesufi. People are speaking about Panyaza Lesufi, even people from different political parties, they are supporting him, like it's trending all over South Africa. And it's not trending for one thing, foreigners must go. It's trending for challenging the system, challenging the DA. So he is number three, because he's a revolutionary leader. Number four, of course, Mr. Gayton Mchenzie is very popular. No one can deny that. And then number five, I would say, with popularity, recently as we are speaking, number five would be Action SA leader, of course, Mr. Herman Mashaba is very popular. The president of South Africa is not popular, guys. It's just that he's the president. Of course, people are going to know him as the president. But people don't care about the president of South Africa, guys. Like, people are not engaged. They don't care. John Steenhuisen, it's a lie, man. It's below there. Even Tlantla is more relevant than John Steenhuisen. Come on, man. But yeah, it is what it is. Thank you very much.